talk about collar choke, many times I can just pull the arm towards my hip here, and my palm, the first hand is the important one. You want to make the first hand dip. If your first hands are dip, the second one can go anywhere. Can come on top, on bottom. You're gonna make him tap because you're gonna have a good hand. Is the strangle, is the leverage I create, the mechanic to block his blood flushing here to his brain. So the blood get the oxygen here, under the ears, right? And feed the brain with the oxygen. So we're gonna stop that, right? That's what is gonna make the person tap or sleep or losing the conscience. So the ability to strangle is here. I wanna tie it up on the side of his neck, not here. I don't wanna suffocate someone here. Also uncomfortable, also stopping my breathing sometimes, but it's easy to defend, okay? The person is stronger than you. So the ability here, I want to make my bonds, the side of my wrist, we're gonna call like knife of my arms, that's called the way, right? It's more strong against the side of his neck. So the first one, if I know the first hand is the important one, I'm more worried about just my first hand than the second one. Does that make sense? So many times one arm is gonna adjust for the hands come in. So I'm not worried about go both at the same time. I'm worried about my first hand. Palm up, fingers together. I open the lapel, want to make easy for me. You see, I start to adjust and make my hands go deep, not behind the neck. I want to feel like my knuckles are punching the ground. That's enough. But when I'm doing that, I don't want my knife, the bone of my wrist, away from the neck. Because if I need to pressure here, it's gotta be connected with the neck. Does that make sense? So I want doing that like kind of slide. So when I'm doing that first, is the back of my hand is sliding, and then I rotate. I rotate when I get on the ground. Why? Because here I'm just touching. When I start to rotate, there starts to be some pressure. This brings some torque, some pressure against his neck. So I open here, look. I punch down first, then I rotate, palm come up. You see how my elbow lock here? Down. My second one, especially for mount position, I like better come on top. Because if I'm on bottle sometimes and he do a good bridge, he can surprise me. I don't have time enough to take my arm off to post. But if I'm come on top and he bridge, arms here. Does that make sense? So from top mount, I like better come the second hands on top. It's not wrong, come on bottom. There's a reason I like better. That's why I'm saying like expertise, times on the mat. Both is gonna work if I get there. But if I'm on top mount and I start to lock my arm behind the other arm and he do a right time the bridge, until I move my arm behind to get my pose, he will roll me over. So that's why I like the second hands on top. I like my second hands here because if you bridge, my hands are closed there and I can come back again. Does that make sense? So do you see how I'm already touch and rotate my bone? So I can come 4 fingers here, right? Or I can come with the thumb, both is fine. Most part of the times when you try to drive the thumb inside, you're gonna feel like it's tight here. Just stop it. It will be tight, does that make sense? Why? Because my first hands are doing the work to pulling the collar so much, sometimes it's so stressed on the grip, and you tie it up the other side, you don't find the room. So what I need to do is just open the hand, right? So I can work easy my thumb inside. I pull that side, tie the other. I release that, release the other. Does that make sense? So sometimes it's you, the person who give you a hard time here. Just open your hands. Make your thumbs jump in. Now I'm gonna look how I rotate my bone to the neck. That's my squeezing here. Bones to the neck. One hand. Second one, I can open my hands, thumb in, or just 4 fingers, that's up to you. Thumb in, I rotate, it's tight. How do I apply the pressure? Some people try to drive their head down and pull to your chest. You're gonna feel like you have pressure for sure, but that's not the best one. You need to apply strength on your arms. Sometimes you're tired, and sometimes not that strong. The best one is when I spread my knees, my heels is too tight to the hip bone here. I open my chest, and I go forward. I open my chest, my hip go towards the neck here. So it's my body weight here choking him. I bring the center of my body weight, I kind of help me to drive that pressure. So it doesn't matter how big, how strong he is, it's gonna happen. Okay? So again, the mechanic here. One, it's my body weight, lock my elbow down, underneath. I block myself here, just slide my knee a little bit backward, bring down. I broom, I sweep in the mat with the back of the hands to apply the pressure. The mechanic for the choke. One hand, adjust for the other. Palm up first, I punch the ground. It's the back of my hands, I will rotate at the end. Lock my elbows. The second one, I like better for top mount, come on top. If you feel it's tight, what you do, you open the first hand. Drive in, now you lock both. Spread your hips, forward. If it's on the first hand, he starts to blocking your elbow or your forearm because you feel the pressure, you can always come behind the elbow. Push in, open your chest here, drive your hip a little bit and make your chest behind the elbow to block the arm. I control his head, don't allow him to keep moving with me. Drive my knees, switching here my legs, then I can also switch to my arm bar attack. Okay, let's start to drill that mechanic. Mix the belts, okay? 1, 2, 3.